I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free. That mean I ain't
Guess what, motherfucker?
Welcome to 3 Count Commentaries. This is your host, MagMongoSlade. I hope everybody's having a wonderful and productive day. We're going to talk about Reby Hardy making fun of Jeff Hardy. And it was on TikTok, and it got a lot of people upset. A lot of people are very angry, and I want to say this right out of the gate. There are no baby faces here. There are no good guys. So we're about to go down a path of straight rage and anger in which people are going to say stuff they ain't got no business saying. All right. Before that, though, let's do a little bit of catching up with Jeff. Apparently, Jeff bonded out of prison. Well, jail. Jail and prison are two different things. Jail is short stay. Prison is long stay. So what happens is the details that come out, he had blown 4 times the legal limit to like a .294 and a .291. He was dazed and confused while driving his car, clearly drunk. This is horrifying, of course. But Reby then mocked this on TikTok. She did a video in which she was, quote, praying for Matt to not get hurt in a ladder match. And then there was a Tiger King insert that says, wait a minute, motherfucker, or something like that. And it was, I guess, the match is going to end up being canceled, or at least the Hardy Boys won't be in it. Because, of course, Jeff was arrested. I mean, that's the least they could do was pull that match, right? I have not heard about what they're going to do with the Hardy Boys in Triple Mania. I would guess Jeff wouldn't even be able to leave the country. So I don't see how he can make that. So in this situation, there's been a lot of people, and we're going to talk about this a lot when we go through it. A lot of people are mad at Matt, and most of the people are not mad at Reby. But a lot of people have been mad at Matt too, saying that Matt is an enabler, and that Matt has been using Jeff to stay relevant. And I think that the Hardy Boys relationship has always been codependent in that way. You know, Jeff has never needed Matt in terms of creative, like he can do his own thing in the ring, but he needed Matt's stability. When Matt was stable, Matt was the guy that, you know, was the one who took care of everything, and Jeff has even admitted this. And he needed that responsible big brother, you know, and Matt need his charismatic, popular younger brother, you know. So it's a codependent relationship. So it's not necessarily a Matt needs Jeff to stay relevant, because to a degree, the most relevant the Hardy Boys have been within the last 10 years was because Matt Hardy started doing the broken Matt Hardy gimmick. So even that's not entirely true, but we're going to see a lot of that. I know I'm kind of trying to warm everybody up, but let's just get right into it. Reby had no business mocking Jeff. It was not funny, especially considering that's a member of her own family. It's her her husband's brother, rather. You don't do this. You know, just think about Jeff's kids and his wife, who is also on social media. This is not a good thing to do. And Reby is known for being outspoken when it comes to the Hardys. You know, Matt especially, of course. But she has been outspoken on Jeff's behalf too. You know, so I guess she figured if I can, you know, maybe she thought it was a joke, and I can see how she could think it was a joke, but it's not a joke. Somebody could have gotten hurt. He blew 4 times the legal limit. 4 times the legal limit, and Matt can barely walk. They had no business being in a ladder match anyway. The Hardy Boys should be a nostalgia act. You know, they should be not quite the Rock and Roll Express, but they should be not used on TV every week. Matt can barely walk. It's been like 5 or 6 years he's been walking with that limp. It's not good, you know. And let's get into it. I think it's been long enough, right? These people are so angry. I don't know what to do. At Reby Hardy, I hope a drunk driver plows into your car Fuck your junkie brother-in-law. I don't understand what she got to do with this. Somebody got Reby Hardy's name tattooed on their arm. She apparently signed an autograph on this person's arm, and they went and got it tattooed. And then the response was, who the fuck would tattoo this evil woman's name on their arm? The fuck? Oh, God. Reby Hardy is one of the most irritating and annoying women in the world. I don't see how Matt even tolerates her, to be honest. Well, Reby is kind of hot. You know, I know she's had a bunch of kids now, and she's starting to widen up. But Reby is pretty hot, you know. Especially when she was younger, she was hot. It's always been fuck Reby Hardy and her little crotch goblins. So fuck her kids. What do her kids got to do with this? What do the babies got to do with this, man? She's making fun of. I understand going after Reby within reason, but calling her children crotch goblins, who the fuck births these people? Like, what kind of Jesus Christ? And this person posted it twice. Fuck Reby and her little crotch goblins. Reby, you heartless bitch, using Jeff's name to get clout. I understand Jeff fucked up once again, but you should be trying to help. We all have our demons. Ask Matt. A third time, fuck Reby Hardy and all her little crotch goblins. 3 times. Not only did this asshole say it once, this asshole posted it 3 separate times. Reby Hardy blasting FNF to publicly mock Jeff says a lot about why he's in that mental state to begin with. This is supposed to be his immediate support system. You know what? That's a good point. That is a very good point. You know, they don't have parents anymore. So they really have each other and their wives and children. You know, both their parents are dead. They don't have any sisters or brothers, to my knowledge. At least I don't believe they do. So it's just the 4 of them and their children. So that does make this even more fucked up than you would originally think. Because there is no other type of familial system for the Hardy Boys to, when they have trouble, they have to lean on one another. So that's why it was kind of weird for that time when they both was fucked up. Reby Hardy is the most disgusting person in the wrestling sphere, and that said a lot, up there with Jackson Riker. Oh boy. Don't mean to be annoying, but for safe measure, I'm tagging Beth Hardy and Matt Hardy, Reby Hardy and AEW so that the message and thread can get to them. What is the message and thread? I don't know. Let's see what is going on here. Oh, it's some type of, he having some type of meltdown about Jeff. I have no interest in that. Cut Reby Hardy some slack. We all love Jeff. I suffer from similar issues as him. But have you ever had an ex that everybody loves, but you can't stand that motherfucker? You put up with all their BF, but everyone else gets fun Jeff? That's the position she's in. That's an interesting angle too. Maybe, you know, everybody sees Jeff Hardy on TV and he's jumping off shit and he's the charismatic enigma. And who knows what he is like when he's at home and he's drank too much and he's doing too much. We don't know. But I think the previous poster had a better point. Like, this was his immediate support system. And everybody was on his side when he got fired. You know, not one person said, well, maybe Jeff shouldn't, but this has been very sad. Reby Hardy, what the fuck is wrong with you? Reby Hardy, you're a cunt. You know somebody cares when they call you a cunt. Reby Hardy is a straight up cunt. That is her husband's brother. Why do I keep saying her brother? She needs to give up the addiction she has to the spotlight, which is nobody would know who the hell she is unless she married Matt. And complete gold digger, complete miserable human being. Wait a minute. Reby had nudes? Somebody posted Reby's nudes? Oh my good God. Good Lord, I'm distracted now. Oh boy. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this. I'm sorry. I didn't expect to laugh too hard during this thing, but okay. Somebody posted Reby's news. All right. All right, let's move on very quickly. Reby Hardy is a cunt. Matt Hardy is an enabler and a career leech. Jeff Hardy is going to end up like Sonny. Fuck the Hardys and fuck anyone who puts another dollar in their pockets. I said what I said. I hate that hood rat language has become so pervasive on Twitter and the internet. I hate it so much. The whole Hardy fam has had a weird vibe ever since Matt and Reby got hemmed up in a domestic violence incident. Matt has also been a big factor in Jeff getting more work and opportunities despite his condition. It ain't right nor funny. I agree with that. I agree that it's absolutely not funny and absolutely not right. Says this is so evil. The TikTok of her mocking Jeff. Just look at what Reby and Matt have said after Jeff's last 2 DUIs. When they are the people you are surrounded by, nothing is going to get addressed and fixed. Somebody thinks that Matt Hardy's actually going to get fired from AEW for this. You got to be kidding me. It was kind of a mock future endeavors post. You got to be kidding me. When has AEW ever just fired somebody? Usually they just these people disappeared. It's like, the secret police. You don't just get publicly fired in AEW. I don't think they've ever publicly fired anybody. I think at most they just very quietly let people go into the but this is so weird. I'm praying for her and Matt's downfall. I'm serious. What? You're praying for their downfall? That's not how prayer should be used. These people are insane. Never in my life would I think I'll see a TikTok of Matt Hardy's wife doing up dark humor. This is dark humor. And that's kind of what it is. It's supposed to be funny, but it's not. Great. The first thing Reby has ever done that made me laugh, and it sends me straight to hell. That's sad. Her and her husband don't treat Jeff like a human being. He's just a way for both of them to gain clout. Shit. To steal a line from Jeff, there's a witch bitch that's casting spells, and that's Matt's wife. I think that was the joke. The joke is that she was praying for Matt in order to be safe from this ladder match, and then Jeff kind of bailed him out. I think that was sort of supposed to be the humorous part, but it's not. It's not funny. I'm so shocked that the woman who constantly makes fun of a, I don't know, and is glad a woman is dead, all because she gave her husband more pleasure than she ever did, would stoop so low as to make fun of an addiction situation. Shocked, I tell you. Is she talking about Ashley Massaro? Okay, yeah. I think she's talking about Ashley. Ashley Massaro was a really sad story. And I see a lot of people kind of abusing that situation. It's a really sad story. But it's obvious that, the wife is going to have problems with the various girlfriends. I mean, Reby just seems like that kind of person, She hates when people ask Matt about Lita. She doesn't like that at all. She definitely doesn't like that whole Ashley Massaro stuff. And she, she doesn't want people bringing up old shit. I wouldn't want people bringing up old shit either, I really hate that Matt married this evil ass bitch who got respect for nobody at all and saying evil shit about Ashley death. Like, I don't see why he chose her. Like, what is good dose he sees in her? Not a damn thing good about her at all. Just fucking weirdo. If you understood it, good on you. All I can understand is nobody sees anything good about Reby. Reby Hardy is an evil person. Like, damn, I get Jeff has fucked up again, but this is some evil shit. Jesus H. Christ. Yes, it's so funny to laugh and make jokes about a situation in which a man could have seriously injured or killed himself or others and make it into a TikTok meme. This is disgusting. Anyway, I seriously hope Jeff Hardy gets the help he needs. Oh, well, we all do. If I see this crotch goblins thing again, she's a piece of shit. This week continues to be crazy. Aside from the video, what's up with the N-word lyrics? Well, when you got niggas making songs with nigga in it, of course they're gonna use it. So what? What's the problem? Maybe you should tell all these rappers to stop cussing and using the N-word in songs if you don't want white people playing it. If you don't want white people singing along. People are going to sing along. People hum along to songs that with no lyrics. They sing along to songs with lyrics. So, you don't want people using that word. Tell people to stop using it. First off, in context, this is a wild TikTok. Out of context, this is the funniest fucking thing. Wow. Why would you think this is funny? If you ever needed more convincing on how much of a piece of shit Reby Hardy is, here's the one. Oh, God. I get people cope differently with stressful situations, but I can't help but think this is in poor taste. Of course it's in poor taste. What kind of taste would it be? Support goes a long way. This is disgusting. Well, that's true. What a weird thing to post about a family member who is going through this shit. This is what on earth is wrong with this woman? Her name is Reby Hardy, and Reby Hardy is not right. She's not right in the head at all. Does she think we're laughing? I mean, seriously, how insensitive is she? He's your brother-in-law, the father of your kids' cousins. That is true. She and Matt, trash. Making light of their brother's downward spiral, like Matt didn't have issues himself. This could have just stayed quiet. It really should have just stayed quiet. Of course, it's public, though, so how can you really keep it quiet? This is outrageous to a degree that transcends all morality and has left me guffawing into a soulless void. I mean, what? What? What the hell was Reby thinking at the time of doing this shit? Well, she cares more about her husband than she does about Jeff. That's really all it boils down to. And I don't know what. That's just kind of how it is. She cares more about her husband than Jeff does, and she cares about Jeff. Anything is content nowadays. I knew she wouldn't be silent about this. To do this so quickly is really something else. I don't know, man. That's true. Absolutely atrocious. What a vile woman. You ever watch one of her streams? This doesn't surprise me at all. She always comes off like a bitch. Ooh, the fact that she posted this now, 3 hours ago, is just vomit-inducing. Like, there is something seriously wrong with this woman. She is evil as all hell. What is this now? I'm glad Mean Queen K beat her ass backstage. That's awesome, Colin. Okay, yeah, they did get into it backstage at TNA, right? She is literally a disgusting person. Oof. These people are very, very angry. If I was Beth, I would have been beat her ass by now. The whole family has issues. This woman is trash. What else is new? The fact that she's making fun of her brother-in-law? Like, that's the new booty right there. Like, this is nuts. Ain't no way she thought about this, filmed it, watched it, and said, yeah, this is good, and then posted it. You know? Nobody ever said Reby didn't have problems. You know, she might have another issue going on in there. You know, she was a wrestler too. Oh, she's in the wrestling business. I wouldn't say she was a wrestler. Nah, blowing damn near a 0.3 blood alcohol content is not okay in the slightest. If the nigga don't want to get help himself when his corner has been begging him to, fans and family, time for a new approach. No more making light of the situation. It's no longer a mistake. It's him abusing alcohol. Well, he's been abusing alcohol for a long time. A long, long time. So this ain't nothing new. Reby and Matt need to leave Jeff alone to get help. Both are toxic as fuck. That part is probably true. This is just fucking disrespectful. And his own sister-in-law, for fuck's sake. Matt and Reby should be ashamed. It took me almost 15 minutes. Well, almost 20 minutes, actually. Before I really considered that. What the fuck is Matt thinking? If you're Matt Hardy, and you're sitting down and your wife is doing TikTok shit in the corner, something like that. And then maybe an hour or two later, you look back and you see that she's posted this. What is his response going to be? Reby, what are you doing? This is Jeff we're talking about here. This is Jeff. That's my brother. You can't make fun of my brother on TikTok. I mean, what's going to happen? He's going to get his eyes scratched out. There's nothing he can do. Reby is crazy, man. I could just see him trying to get loud with Reby and her just wielding a knife or something like that, and this whole situation going a completely different direction. So I'm pretty sure he's probably just going to get her pregnant again, and they're going to forget all about this. Somebody's saying, people are saying this can't be real. It must be new to Reby. Always doing stupid shit for attention. Oh yeah, that is true. Oh, good God. She's not wrong. Neither of them should be taking bumps at this point, especially off of fucking ladders for TV matches. Now, this tweet is not wrong. Neither Jeff nor Matt should be doing bumps off ladders. They've been doing too much of that shit. Now, I've been talking about that on this channel for the entire time they've been in AEW. Still, though, it's just... it's such a sensitive issue with so many people that it's that even if you take it from the perspective that she's taking it, that thank God they're out of the ladder match, it's still fucked up because this is worse than them being in the ladder match. You know, this is his entire career, his legacy, his livelihood, everything is at stake here. Just to get out of one match? Oh shit, he could have canceled if he didn't want to be in the match. You know? What the fuck? Reby has zero common sense. Here's another person. I'm praying for her downfall. Wow. Your brother-in-law is going through hell, and you want to make TikTok videos making fun of him? Look, I read it as it was written, all right? Somebody else just called her evil. She's hilarious as fuck. I don't know about that. She's a fucking psychopath. But watch for it's a TikTok trend, you stupid fucks. I don't know what about misinformation you're spreading because she loves to play the victim. I did check and see if she had tweeted about this, and she had not. Reby Hardy is an evil woman. Why is Reby Hardy? Who is Reby Hardy? What is Reby Hardy? I'm so fucking tired of people trying to get in their quips at the expense of addiction. I wake up every day begging myself not to take steps backwards, as most other addicts I'm sure. We don't need bitches fucking laughing about our situations. So fucking disrespectful. It's not about you, sir. Not about you, trust me. It's not about you. If your own brother's wife is getting on you about your ongoing addiction, at this point you need a better support system in your life. That is absolutely true. That is worthy of a heart. What's wrong with her? She's Reby Hardy. That's what's wrong with her. What the fuck? Y'all keep asking these questions like Reby ain't been crazy 10 damn fucking years or something like that. Reby's a fucking psycho and everybody knows it. Wow. The whole lot of them are fucked up, aren't they? With family members acting like this, when you're going through shit, who needs enemies? Good question, because I don't think Jeff got any enemies. So, you know, it's no doubt he's just surrounded by enablers, you know. This is the same woman who was keying about a woman dying. Of course she'd do this. Yeah, this whole Ashley Mazzaro thing seems to be bringing out the absolute worst in some people. To be honest, I'm on her side. Someone from his family need to be publicly done with him to really drill it in. Well, Reby is not going to be the right one. Reby is an asshole. Everybody, I'm pretty sure that ain't it. Reby is not going to be the one that's going to, it's not going to be like, Jeff's going to be like, oh man, Reby won't speak to me, man. What did I do wrong? It's going to have to come from his side of the family. And I hate to put it that way, but maybe until Beth and the kids leave him, that he probably won't get his shit together, you know? And sometimes that's kind of how it is. And I don't want to be dark and kind of put that out there. And that's because I don't want that to happen. I never want to see a family broken up. But most of the time, when somebody does have an addiction, that's what it takes. It takes for you to take the kids away or something like that. And then they'll actually start to really understand. But hopefully Jeff doesn't need that. You know, he needs something. He definitely needs to stop wrestling. And I've seen people say to me that I should stop saying that he should retire, or he should blackball from the business or some shit. No. He absolutely does not need to wrestle anymore. If he can't wrestle and not drink, he shouldn't wrestle anymore. There's tons of wrestlers who are alcoholics. There's a lot of them. And I think that should be a concern. We should be having a conversation about that. You know, we need to be talking about alcoholism in wrestling and in football. You know, it's another big one in football. It's just the pain. They don't know what to do with it. Let's see. Let's continue. This ain't even it. This bitch is evil and cold. She talks shit on Ashley after her death and continues hating on Lita. She's bitter, old, and cold. Jeff called her a bitch. He has a point of view. Yeah. They just such a small little clan though, man. That's so sad about it. Like, without having like an extensive family structure, it's hard to say like what just, you know, I'm pretty sure they got cousins and, you know, stuff like that, but without an extensive strong family structure, it's going to be tough for anybody to deal with this thing. Here's another one. This is so fucking dirty by her. I expected this shit from an random asshole, not from somebody from the Hardy family themselves. It makes me sick that Reby is using Jeff's current situation for a fucking clout of all things. What a bitch. Oh my good God. Just people are so angry. Mocking your husband's brother's problems isn't the prettiest look on you. The Hardy family are grim. That is true. I really wish that these boys would get their shit together, man, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good out there for this shit. People are mad, but what are the chances she made this before Jeff's latest DUI became to light? Y'all just looking for any reason to hate this woman. Well, it's entirely possible that she made it before the DUI, but it was still posted after the DUI. Certainly she knew about it by the time this thing went up. So she could have taken it down and then nobody would have seen it. You know? Or she could have put out a tweet saying something about it, but whatever. Look, we all know who Reby is, and shouldn't expect anything more from her, ever. I am not a fan of hers. She's tacky. We've known this, but she's been done with Jeff. I have a BIL brother-in-law with the same issues. I would never post something like this, but I understand how it can be. Still tacky as fuck. That person is basically sitting on the fence. Somebody says, I think this is pretty funny, to be honest. This is a very simple tweet, straight to the point. I do not like Reby Hardy. I do not like Reby Hardy. How simple is that? I wish everybody would just be this simple. Just be like, I do not like person in this video. Somebody said she ain't shit. I don't know why it made me laugh, because I've seen that 100 times, but this is great. Reby is off a bean again. Oh yeah, she's out of her mind. They need to try drug testing the wives too while we're doing this. This whole family is chaotic as hell. That is absolutely true. The Hardy family is the most revolting group of assholes I've ever seen. I wouldn't go that far, but they're not far off the mark. Bro, that's Jeff's sister-in-law. That's a nice little pointing that out. Like, I can't believe this. Maybe she's sick of her fuck-up brother-in-law costing her family money. Sorry, but it's true. That's a good point, too. You know, a lot of Matt's value is tied up in Jeff. And if Jeff keeps fucking it up, he comes across like animal when Hawk was fucking up. You know, it's like, what the hell more can he do? He tried doing his thing by himself. It didn't quite work out. It didn't really. His deteriorating ring skill and the constant injuries, they were starting to pile up, and it just wasn't working out. He kind of needed Jeff to take some of the load and to increase his value. But then Jeff goes and Jeffs this thing up. He Jeffs the fuck out of this thing. She's evil as fuck. She's a prick. It's the first time I've seen a woman called a prick in a long time. Reby's a shit person, just like her husband. Dog, this hoe wild as fuck. Called her a hoe. She's trashy. Yeah. 1, this is pretty funny. Not gonna lie. 2, it's mostly funny because of how out of pocket it is. But it really reveals a sad reality. If his family doesn't take this seriously, why would Jeff? If this is his support system, no wonder he got another DUI. Jeff is fucked. I'm not going to lie to you. It is completely out of pocket, and it is fucked up. But that is kind of what makes it funny. And I don't know what else to say. But, you wouldn't. It was so unexpected. Somebody said this is beyond fucked up, but it's also hilarious. Good God. That's why nobody likes her. No self-awareness whatsoever. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Nope. Fuck Reby for this. This isn't funny in the fucking slightest. Being an enabler for your brother-in-law's issues will never be funny. She's not being an enabler. If anything, she's mocking this. Says, I hope Reby Hardy gets the help she desperately needs. More like attention. Dog, she's a fucking awful person for this one. Jesus Christ. Awesome Kong should have beat her up when she had the chance. What's wrong with right now? What's wrong with right now, goddammit? Somebody need to text Awesome Kong and tell her to finish the job. All right. And I thought my family had some sick, insensitive pieces of shit. She's putting up Lucifer numbers. Jesus Christ. Her ass is problematic and weird. Yikes. The trend of Jeff Hardy's employers, co-workers, friends, and family making a mockery of his issues continues. I cannot fathom how someone with this support system could possibly continue having issues. That's a good point. That's a really good point. This is awful. Somebody posted that tweet again. There's a witch bitch that's casting spells, and that's Matt's wife. I don't know what it is about Jeff saying that there's a witch bitch casting spells, and that's just making me laugh so hard. It fucking is. It is. It's fucking hilarious. And what if Reby is a witch? Like, what if Reby is a witch, though? That's fucked up, isn't it? Jesus H. Christ. Reby is the chill button is gone. She's just out of control. Like, full out of control. And that shit is sad. No wonder only her husband likes her. That's the only person that's supposed to like her, really, if we're being honest. Reby's filed for this, but I understand. Personally, I can't really support Jeff when he's racking up DUI charges like frequent flyer miles. I gave him my support for the first 2 DUIs, but 3 strikes, you're out. He should be thanking God that he hasn't killed anyone yet. Yeah, he really should. Everybody should. And I don't know, the question is, what does AEW do? You saw that Moxley, he knew that he had a problem. He put himself in rehab. Jeff has been denying rehab for 20 years. He has refused rehab for 20 years. So what more can you do, really? What more can you do? It's really sad. That's going to be an awkward Christmas. Oh, that Thanksgiving. That 4th of July going to be pretty nutty, ain't it? I'm telling you, Reby's going to be around there swinging knives. This is crazy. Why would you do this? I mean, I just don't understand. Somebody said she did take it down. I guess she took it down after, but somebody had saved it before she took it down. That's the first person that I ever saw to say that she actually took it down. Anyway, her and Matt come off so unlikable to me for some reason. Hopefully Jeff gets the help he needs. Legitimately my favorite wrestler of all time, and I just want him to be good. Yeah, I'm sure. That would be nice, but Jeff needs help, like in a real way. Jeff's brother is an enabler. His sister-in-law is a hater. It's like life has given up on Jeff. Damn, that's fucked up. That's really sad. People here offended for Jeff, but fail to realize this is probably their sense of humor between the Hardys. If it's so, that's fucked up. You don't do this. Let's see. Just gonna say to those legitimately upset by the video, she's family and a close friend of Jeff's. If she did this, he signed off on it. It's not like for us to get or like. You don't know their relationship, and this shit they laugh about. Stop being stupid. I don't think you should, even if that was a joke between the two of y'all make that joke in the house over the dinner table or something like that. On social media, you never know how people are going to take it. There's a lot of people out there who are really railing against Jeff because they hate people who get DUIs. I mean, I know Bill DeMott is one of those kinds of people now. That anytime somebody gets a DUI, Bill DeMott is on it, because I think his daughter died from a drunk driver or something like that. So he is really taking up the cause of DUIs, and he talks a lot about it now. So some people don't get it. It's not funny to them. Like, I understand that, it's not for everybody to get, not for everybody to understand. But when you make something public like this, people are going to make public comments. So you probably shouldn't do that. So it was over Reby. Oh, wait a minute. Apparently Jeff and Matt's wives got into it. So it says it was over Reby saying that Jeff needed to get help and could potentially hurt himself or others. Same stuff everyone's been saying from people who know him more than us, and she, being Beth, was mostly calling out Matt, which is Reby's only reply was defending Matt. I don't know. That seems to be silly and making no sense. Dumb, idiotic woman. If this was Matt and Jeff's wife did this, Reby would be screaming bloody murder. I don't think she would be screaming. I think she would be trying to murder her. Reby is not well. I just want to make people understand that. There's a positive and a negative to having a wife like Reby. The positive is that broad is fiercely loyal. And some husbands need that. You need a fiercely loyal wife. The other half of it is she's fierce, period. And she will come after you with the same passion that she would defend you with. So that's probably not the best thing in the world. Like if you want to, have pots and pans bouncing off your head every other night, you got to learn how to deal with this. Anyway, let's continue. I really enjoy how she's not afraid to say what others are afraid to say, due to being politically correct or morally wrong. Both of those things are in quotations. Take your soft ass the fuck off the internet if you moan every time you wipe your ass. Jeff is a grown man making mistakes. Fuck his feelings. Call out that motherfucker. She has no class. I wonder how Matt feels about this. Jeff getting arrested is not a joke. Addiction is a very serious disease. I pray Jeff can beat this for his sake and for the sake of his family. Reby needs to shut the fuck up. And Reby is 35? Oh, she don't look too bad for 35. I thought she was older than that. That's not too bad. She's about 10 years younger than Matt. That's not bad. Ain't nothing wrong with dating a younger lady. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's actually, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I was saying. Oh no, we got into the Spanish portion of this whole thing. I wanted to understand what exactly the mood is in someone, including your family, who has a notorious history of alcoholism, to have a fucking ugly public relapse and get arrested. I don't understand. What was this, Portuguese? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Awful people. Her and Matt, the pair of them. More confirmation that maybe Jeff needs a better support system. Yeah, I get why he relapsed when his own family doesn't even take it seriously. Yeah, Reby is dirty. This is really dirty. Now your brother-in-law, she a top 3 hater for real, for real. Oh, Jesus, man. Says Reby has been hitting threes since that Kobe tweet. I don't even understand what that means. What was the tweet about Kobe? Wait, did she say Kobe never offered my husband drugs and pussy? Will forever live rent free in my head. Oh God! Wait a minute, I need to see that. Here's another one. I've always been of the opinion that Reby Hardy has no respect and no brain for one coherent thought, and well, she's proved that right again. That TikTok is disgusting, no matter how close you are or not. Ugh. He's literally being made fun of by Reby Hardy on fucking TikTok. How do you want me to spell it out for you? He's not in a place where he can fix it all alone. Matt might show support, but if he allows his wife this shit, then he isn't doing enough. He needs help. She needs a social media manager in the worst way. I know it's supposed to be fun and everything, but for fuck's sake, come on, man. I couldn't deal with it. One of my brothers, wives was making fun of me on Twitter or something like that. That would be horrifying shit, And it's not like, again, it's not a lot of y'all, As you watch the Hardys on Dynamite, wait a minute, this is from a different era. I was about to say, we're certainly not watching the Hardys on Dynamite. That ain't about to happen. That's not about to happen at all. Yeah, it says, somebody defending Reby. Somebody says, I don't think it's mocking him. I think it's just finding humor in a really uncomfortable situation. Laughing so you don't cry. No, I think maybe she just didn't like the idea of them working a ladder match. And she's been crazy defensive of Matt. And she kind of saw this as an opportunity to, get to chuckle about the whole thing. Like, thank God Matt won't get hurt. Again, she cares more about Matt than she cares about Jeff, that's for sure. And, which is what to be expected. She married one of them. She didn't marry the other one. So, I mean, it is what it is. Somebody says that, Jeff is going to end up killing someone. Hell, Jeff's blood alcohol level was a 0.294. That's 3.7 times the legal limit. How's she or anyone supposed to feel bad? We feel bad until the man kills a family or someone, or what's the rules, what's okay or not okay. Reby is literally his family. Somebody says that she released that video Monday before Jeff's DUI. Wait a minute, you mean telling me like 40 minutes into this video, somebody is just now saying she released this video before the DUI? So was it before? I haven't seen anyone say it was before outside of this. I just see people really raging right now. It's kind of impressive that Reby is one of the most disliked people in wrestling without being a wrestler. Yeah. Somebody said this video literally has nothing to do with Jeff Hardy's substance abuse problems. That's entirely. I seem to have found a treasure trove of people who actually may know a little bit more about this. Somebody says it seemed more like bad timing than anything. When did she post it? Most people don't know when she posted it. And I think that it was just maybe it was just something that was out there. And I don't know. But it's too late now. It's too late now, man. You came back out of this thing, man. And she hasn't put up anything publicly that would have said, I posted this before, or I would made it before, or something like that. She says, what doesn't help addicts? Public shaming. It shows that his support system is bad and definitely doesn't help with him taking rehab seriously. He doesn't take rehab seriously because he's been in and out of the motherfuckers, so it doesn't take. Somebody says Jeff is going to have to look within himself and desire change and get better for that to happen. How many more DUIs is it going to take for him to desire that? Matt publicly supports him and has been by his side for years and never left him and always defended him. He has support. maybe, I don't know. It's hard to say how things should go. I can understand cutting your brother off if you can't deal with it. Which I get. There's only so much of that stuff you can deal with. But making fun of your brother-in-law's substance abuse issues is not funny. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's silly. And even if she didn't mean it that way, she should have immediately put it out and put out a comment to say that, hey, this was made before I knew about it, or, this ain't what y'all think it is, or whatever the case may be. The fact that she hasn't said anything, to my knowledge, goes to show that she just don't give a fuck. And she's a witch bitch casting spells. You feel me? So, hope y'all enjoyed Reby Hardy getting flamed on social media for posting this video. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Peace out.